Matthew, the Barry Rogers Bowl, Commanders-Jets, lived up to every bit of the hype. And we talked about Amari Cooper being a fantasy playoff hero. You could say the same for Breece Hall. I know you're thrilled the Commanders pull off a loss after a scary comeback. Breece Hall, 20 carries for 95 yards and 2 touchdowns, but 12 receptions for an additional 96 yards. Breece was the offense with Trevor Siemian under center.
He's now had 26 fantasy points in 2 of the past 3 games as well. He's the only running back with 20 rushes and 10 or more receptions in a game this season. The first, you'd have thought maybe Alvin Kamara had gotten there, but no, Alvin Kamara hasn't done that himself since 2021. So, Captain Checkdown, Trevor Siemian. And I love Breece Hall. He was somebody that we had on the love list. We thought would have a very good game. He shows up in just a massive way, just a huge way here for the Jets and honestly for the Commanders. Because look, we had no business winning this game. We're not going anywhere. We should have lost this game. We had Sam Howell in there. It was all going according to plan. I had bet Jay, Jets -3. It was all going according to plan. And then Ron Rivera stupidly throws in Jacoby Brissett and suddenly makes it a competitive game. What are we doing? Why are we trying to win? Absolutely not. The tank needs to be on. What are we doing? What are we doing, Ron? But luckily, that last drive, a master class in tanking history, and Siemian able to drive them down. Zuerlein kicks the game-winning field goal, and I have already forgotten this loss, but I remember Marvin Harrison Jr. in a Commander's uniform for the next 15 years.
Well said, Matthew.
Or Drake May if he wants. Drake May or Caleb Williams if they end up falling to us. I don't care. I don't know who we're getting at 3. I just know that person's going to be awesome. And thank you to the Jets for sending their franchise back a little while. God bless. Although Jay does win ultimately ends up winning the bet, which is ridiculous because if you go back and watch the tape, we're just talking Jets Commanders, and we shake on it. And as we shake on it, Jake sort of throws it in there. Oh, yeah, I'll give you Jets -3. Yeah, exactly. We didn't really talk line because these were evenly matched teams. The line went back and forth, but whatever. It doesn't matter. Hell to the Commanders. Hail victory.
It's a handshake agreement. You don't get the favorite at -140. You get the line. That's how it goes. It is terrifying to think about what Breece Hall is going to look like next year with a real quarterback. I mean, McCaffrey's obviously a number 1 running back, but Breece Hall's going to have an argument for number 2, I think.
Just the volume fully removed from that knee injury is what stands out to me in the pass game, and we know what kind of player he is as a runner. Our last game, Packers-Panthers.
That's a great call, by the way. Just very quickly, that's a great call on Breece Hall next year, and we'll have a lot. But with Aaron Rodgers there and a year removed, he's going to be in the top 5, especially because a lot of the bigger name running backs that normally go, the Ecklers, the Pollards, they've all really disappointed. So, James Cook might be up there. I don't know that there's much to take away from from the Commanders real quickly, just because I know Chris Rodriguez gets in the end zone twice. You got Antonio Gibson. It doesn't look like Brian Robinson's going to play. They're playing the Niners. They're playing an angry Niners team this week. So I don't know that there's any Commander that you feel great about starting, even though they put up some points in a couple of moments here against the Jets. We'll talk about that more as the week goes on.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotorWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Roto-World fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.